Picture it. Concord, New Hampshire, 1995. Mortal Kombat the movie is about to come out, and at the theater, huddled around a pristine 32-inch TV is about 32 guys and gals at various ages about to throw down on a Sega. My neighbor and I have been practicing and waiting for this day. We get dropped off around noon and prepare to win this. His character of choice is Scorpion. Mine is Sub-Zero. Thankfully, we are opposite sides of the brackets. My first match is with another teenager who chose Kano. I smoke him with ease, but mess up the fatality, making me feel embarrassed, as the rest of the competition scoffs at my failed attempt. I had some time to waste after disposing of my opponent, and my neighbor wasn't scheduled for a while. Finally, it was his turn. It was Liu Kang versus his Scorpion, and he also just smoked his opponent, but pulled off the fatality, making me feel even worse. Finally, it was whittled down to 16 players. I got matched against a Raiden player, and we actually went to the third round, but this time, I pulled off the fatality. For those that don't know, Sub-Zero's fatality is where he rips his opponent's skull and spine out, and then he holds it out. It is a very cool looking move, and on the Sega, it had the blood, so it looks especially badass. I should also mention that any fatalities done in the tournament earn 2 vouchers for free drinks and popcorn. My neighbor beats his opponent, and then the thing we dreaded most happens. We got matched against each other in the final 4. It is an intense battle. Trash talk is exchanged, but I eventually pull out the win, and I look him dead in the eye and hit him with the fatality. My neighbor is visibly pissed off, but I don't care about that now, as my final opponent is 10 years older than I, and looks like Lucas from The Wizard. I am shook, but I take a long sip of my Dr. Pepper and try to calm myself down. My neighbor eventually comes over and gives me reluctant advice and words of encouragement. My opponent's character is, of course, Sub-Zero. So it is Sub-Zero versus Sub-Zero. The first round is a back-and-forth fight. He eventually wins the first round. My hands are sweaty and I am nervous, so I wipe my hands off on my shirt and give him a reluctant good round. We start the second round and I take no damage for most of it, and it looks like I know what I'm doing, but then he mounts a comeback and I almost lose the round, but pull it out, so we are tied up. The crowd is cheering loudly and the manager needs to step in and quiet everyone down. The third round starts and we again go back and forth, and I hit a timely block that saves me from dying. I hit him with a freeze ball that he somehow doesn't block. That is his downfall. I hit him with the uppercut, and it is game over for him. The game asks me to finish him, and I comply. I hit him with the last fatality of the tournament, and the crowd goes nuts. We shake hands, and he hits me with the, "I almost had you, kid. Good game, little dude." The manager gives me the passes, and my neighbor's mom is there to pick us up to bring us to Pizza Hut for celebratory pizza. The end.